And then Morgan, you had a question.
Yeah, quick question about these meetings that happen throughout the week, because I went into the back office thinking I can go on that calendar, click on the meeting, and get into the meeting. Does that work? It doesn't work that way. So you have to have a link and an email to get into the meeting last night at 9 o'clock. Correct?
Right. It's the same link every week. So if you have it for one Tuesday night, you can use that same one the following Tuesday night.
Oh, okay. I probably deleted it, so I didn't have it. I thought I'd go in the back office and be able to just log in.
There's a calendars in the back office. I have to find where it is, where you get the link.
Yeah, the calendar's there. I thought I could click on the meeting. It seemed like, and then there was a link, but I opened up the meeting.
I don't know. Let me put the link in the chat for you for that meeting, so that way you can have it. Right?
Okay.
It comes to my email every week, email and WhatsApp. I mean, I get all the meetings in my email.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I got this one. I get this one all the time.
No, but she's saying
all of them.
Tuesday night.
Yeah. Tuesday night, 9 o'clock.
Okay, well, I'll try to do this before the meeting for you. Internet's not great. Sorry where I am. Jeffrey Morris, good to see you, my friend.
Yes, sir. Good to see everybody.
Good to see you. You been busy?
Yes, sir. Doing good things in the world.
That's the rumor about you, just so you know.
Awesome. Hopefully it's true.
Yeah, I think we're on for tomorrow with Robert, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See that? You thought I didn't pay attention to my calendar. Okay. Does anyone else have anything special they want me to go over today?
If you could, for me, before I jump in, does anybody else have anything before I jump in?
No, I think they're good today, huh?
So, Steve, I am batting 100% for author presentations using Pitch. I'm 5 for 5, right?
Wow.
So it's been it's been a very powerful part of my presentation. I'm getting used to kind of how to use the platform. So I have a question that just happened today in my pitch. So I set up a meeting and I set it up as an interactive meeting. So they were going to be viewing my website as part of the presentation. That part makes sense, right? So far. All right. So when I got on the meeting, I decided that I didn't want to have the interactive meeting right away. So I stopped sharing and it went into webinar mode. That makes sense so far?
So the site was interactive, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
And then you stopped sharing and it went back to a meeting like this, right?
Yeah, went back to a meeting like this.
Okay.
So before I wanted to go back to the site that I was going to show, I wanted to go to another website. So I hit share, and I hit Chrome, I hit the Chrome tab, and I clicked on that window. But the participants couldn't see what I was sharing at the moment. I think they said they had to hit like full screen presentation in order for them to see the website.
So if you were sharing a website, right, an interactive website, you have to make sure you hit stop before you then hit share a screen. Otherwise, they can't see it.
Stop. That's probably what I didn't do. Got
Correct.
it.
Guaranteed.
Stop.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it sounded. I knew it was some user error that I didn't know what to do, but we figured it out eventually. But hit stop and then share another screen. Is that what I'm hearing?
Correct.
Okay, that's an easy fix, my friend. Thank you.
No, I love when you give me the laydowns.
Yes, sir. Awesome.
That's great. We're just trying to get it. Anyone else have anything special today? Right.
Hi, Steve. It's Nick Testing. Oh.
Hey, Nick. Go ahead.
Hi.
Sorry, Nick. I muted you before because I know you were on the phone. So that was me who muted you. I hope you didn't mind.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So I did a small AI video and I can't find it anywhere.
What do you mean you can't find it? Did you see the finished version of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. The voice was better than mine.
So, but just so you know, when you finish your videos, let's say you do your AI avatar, right? You see here, there's two buttons. See, one says AI videos, which would be your library. So it'll be in two places. One, it'll be at the bottom. If you scroll down,
Uh-huh.
it'll be your most recent ones will be here, but then all the ones you've done will be here.
Oh, okay.
So that's where they are. You probably just, if you didn't scroll down or click on this video, but they don't delete, they don't go away.
All right. Well,
Okay. And
yeah,
also
I-
in here, in the AI video section is where you can go in and edit it. So there's an edit button. Let's say you want to change the description.
Mhm.
Like watch this, right? I'm going to put in new photo description.
Okay.
And I'm going to put in, best video ever, right?
Right.
And then if I wanted to change the websites, right, or the time, if I wanted to add websites to it, all that, if I wanted to add a thumbnail, I could do all of that in here,
Okay.
in that section. I'll add one right here,
Okay.
right? And then I would hit, also I'm going to title the thumbnail, right? Tony, see it immediately appears, Tony, right?
Okay.
Best video ever. And you see that's how to make it happen right here. And then it would change.
Okay. Once I have it, then I can push it out to other sites and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. And then literally you can hit share. See, this is the share button right here.
Where's the share? I'm looking at the screen. Oh, there,
Yeah.
right there.
Yep.
All
So
right.
and you share it, you can just do it that way.
This is a live demo
There's
of
a-
creating a talking photo of
Then there's a share button here. So you can have a whole bunch of different ways to share it at any time.
Okay. Okay.
If that makes sense. Should have picked the Maryland one, right?
All right. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Well, that answers
I
that
like-
question. I gotta go look for it then.
No, I like it when I'm making sense, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's, I've been having a problem getting through the system because I'm not doing it enough, and then I fall back on Zoom and now Zoom is get ahead of me. So that's even harder.
Hey, that's the one thing that Jeffrey can share with you, right? The learning curve when you're doing something is different than the learning curve of watching other people do it.
That's
Right.
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 You get that false sense of security when you go, I've been on all the trainings, I watched it, right? And it's like, it's funny. At my age, I still can't swim, right?
Yeah.
I made a decision at some point. I don't want to swim anymore.
Ah,
But you know what I mean? There's a big difference in watching everyone else swim and then finally when somebody said jump in the water, right? By the time I jumped in the
Yeah.
water, didn't work for me anymore. It's like I understood I
Right.
could drown. I needed to learn when I didn't understand what drowning meant, from that point of view.
yeah.
It's like here you gotta jump in that perspective.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been jumping in and it's been pushing me right back out again. So, but not consistently. I haven't jumped in enough, and I got to get this whole thing going.
Exactly. And I could say it's really easier, than you think it is. That's the one thing that I do promise you is that when you go in and, unlike swimming where I still can't figure out how to float,
Mhm.
This actually, you can float. You can really use this system.
All right. I'll tell you what, you teach me how to use this one and I'll teach you how to swim.
Nick, you can teach me too, brother.
All right. Yeah, I'll put a class in. We'll get a big pool and we'll have a class.
Right? All right. Now let me share this for a second.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna jump over to this other meeting that I just joined.
Okay.
And so again, for those of you that are kind of brand new, I just want to make sure that you understand, like right now, I'm the only one in my meeting. That's why you can't see anybody else, right? And if you notice the button's on the bottom. If I want to mute my microphone, do that. If I want to mute my camera, I do that. If I want to hit record, all I do is hit record. If I want to start translations, right? We talk about international translations. How do I get to do that? I literally hit translation my guest will see the translation button, and then the guests choose what language they want to hear me in. And you'll hear all their languages in English because I'm picking English. But if I wasn't English and I was Spanish, it would translate everything into Spanish for me as the host, right?
Okay.
And when you hit translate button, just so you know, so it's a good experience, everyone in the meeting goes on mute. So that way, because it's the host that wants to be translated, right? He's the one that needs to be heard. And then each person can unmute themselves individually when it's time for them to speak. So it's a great feature, right? If you're going to want to share a screen, the way Jeffrey was talking about, a traditional Zoom share screen, it wasn't an interactive website, just wanted to share the screen. That's that button that says screen. Then you're going to want to click on what tab you want to share. And you always get to see a preview. And then you would hit share. And if it has music, you want to make sure that it also says, also share this tab audio. You just want to make sure that's on. It always is. If you're sharing a whole nother browser, then you would hit window. And it would share the whole perspective. If you want to share a website or interactive flagship piece, and you hit share a screen. And if you've ever done it before, as soon as you type one in, you hit your favorites, and then it'll be in your list. So you never have to type it in again. But to make it happen, let's say I'm just going to hit this site. I hit Juice Plus. Notice that immediately filled up. And then I can decide that I want to see it first before anyone else. Or I could share it where I'm in control, standard. Or I could share it where my guests are in control, interactive. So if I want to start it off interactive, I just hit interactive. If I wanted to start it off standard, it would be standard. All that simple. If I want to hit preview, preview. As you can see, my internet is really slow in this coffee shop. That's why it's taking so long. And then it comes up, and then I could literally just toggle back and forth, going seamlessly. This is really how easy it is to operate. And that's what Jeffrey figured out when he was doing it. Like, he got this part down pretty quick, right? And is able to make those changes, right? And you'll see, even though I'm in a slow internet, it's still going to come up. But this is what I meant, Jeffrey. You see the stop button here?
Yes,
That's
sir.
what you didn't hit. That's the magic, right?
Hit stop, and then I can go back and share another screen.
Correct. Now I can go back and hit screen share.
Gotcha.
That's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, and as the host, if you don't hit stop, you think you're doing it, but exactly as you said, people won't see it, right?
That makes sense to me now, Steve. Thank you.
Okay.
Is there any advantage to starting the meeting if you send an interactive meeting invite as opposed to sending a standard meeting invite and then moving from standard to interactive, or no?
Great question. So what I prefer to do, right, is always start it off standard, because I want to talk to people. I don't want them to be distracted with the website. I want them talking to me, right?
Yes.
So what I use the interactive invite for is when I'm going to have co-host links. Because then I need to start it off that way. So if I'm going to have 5 or 6 people, I'm saying that are going to be my affiliates, then I'm going to schedule that meeting. I can't do an instant meeting with co-hosts, and that's where I would set it up as an interactive meeting right at the beginning.
Okay. If this
That makes sense.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Good. I mean, it's just really slow where I am on this one. Sorry about that. Okay. Good questions today. See, these are all questions for people who are using the platform, right? It's just a different level of questions, right? So like when that gentleman said on the other night, last Tuesday, if you had seen it, you know, that he sold $78,000 worth of products. He said, I did it with my affiliates, right? That's how he got hundreds of people on the webinar. He gave out those co-host links and scheduled that meeting. And so when all those people were buying the products, they weren't just buying off of his website. They were buying it off of the website that everyone had who invited a guest. I mean, it's pretty remarkable experience. You know, so, any questions or any other thoughts today, guys? I'll just mute. I think that was it. Yeah.
So on this one, the backgrounds don't save, huh?
They do.
When you do the,
Sure, they do.
Mine does. You see, mine's not saving because it just
Yeah.
went away.
Yeah, I don't know why yours does. Mine does. I have to.
Mine saves in 1.0, but it's not saved. I mean, when I go to my meetings, it's just there, but Here it doesn't say.
Does it stay on during the meeting? You're saying it doesn't
Yeah.
carry over to the next meeting? Oh, so you're saying it doesn't save from meeting to meeting?
Now I'm saying this one when I'm in the meeting with you.
Right. Yeah,
It
I'm just
doesn't
saying,
say
like right now, if you put a background on,
it didn't go. It didn't go on.
okay, and you're hitting apply, and you could see it
Yes.
apply.
It was on, but then it went off. And
Huh.
I've been trying to do it, but it won't stay on. But my meetings, and I haven't had too many in 2.0. I had them in 1.0. It saves, and
Right.
it's on. Whenever I start the meeting, it's automatically there.
Huh.
But this one, it came on initially, but then it went out.
See here. Let me see a final stay. You can try one, right? Maybe it'll happen to me right now, right? So I'm
Oh,
going to
sure.
apply that effect.
Cheryl, I just applied my blur screen. Do you see does it look blurred to you? It looks like mine is sticking right now.
Yeah, yours looks blurred. Let's see. Maybe it's going to go away in a few minutes. We'll see, right? I just put my
See, I
background.
just tried it again, and it's not there. I put apply effects, nothing.
So you see what I'm saying? So it's working for me, working for Jeffrey. Something unusual about your setup, right?
I've just had to do it twice on mine, Steve, but I'm on a cell phone.
Uh-huh.
But it, took 2 attempts for it to apply.
Cheryl, are you on a cell phone or computer?
No,
Yeah, I'm on a cell
computer.
phone.
I'm
No,
on
no, I
the
was asking
computer.
Cheryl. Okay,
I'm on the computer.
all right.
Well, it was on before, but it went off.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of strange. Like, so far mine is still on. I'm still good, right?
Okay. Okay. I tried to even use a different one, not even my custom one, and it still didn't say.
Right. Okay. Just gonna figure out. We'll definitely investigate that for you. And as I follow up with immediately when this phone calls, I'm gonna call customer service to reach out to you.
Yes.
Set up that meeting.
Okay.
for you.
All right.
And we'll put that on the list. We'll get on a live webinar with you to do it.
Okay.
Did everyone see the special guest last night, by the way? I'll play just a little bit of it. Okay. All right, here we go. Second here.
Hello, I am Tony Robbins, and I am very glad I have been asked to share a few thoughts with you, as I believe this group here at Pitt is embarking on a unique journey, a very interesting moment in time. I know most of you think of me simply as a motivational speaker, the guy who made sure Jack Black saw only the beauty in people in the movie Shallow Hal. I am still working hard on trying to learn how to do that for real. I have been blessed to have been in front of millions of people live and in person, but my impact took technology. It took me 38 years to get in front of 4 million people. It took me 2 hours to get in front of 2 million people in over 100 countries on one live stream. I understand the impact of transformation, but just as importantly, I understand the impact of transformational technology, the kind of technology they have developed here at Pitch. But all of you here are not simply caught up in an exciting company at an interesting moment in time. You are creating it, which is why I want to share with you that if you want to change your life, you will learn to change your story. To be precise, a story is a set of beliefs you have about your life and yourself, your family, your job, your future. It's not just a single belief, but an entire belief system about the core of who you are as an individual. It defines what you're capable of doing, but also, and please listen carefully, what we can't do. Pitch has a compelling story. How are you telling it? What role do you have in it? What role do you have in this new story? Is Pitch simply an alternative to Zoom? Or are you on the ground floor of a new and exciting company that will help people reach their highest potential? Are you an evangelist in the mission, empowering people's emotions to get on board? Or are you waiting for the right time to experience this new story? How this story of Pitch reframes your life and affects your daily actions is entirely up to you. Yes, you can be a part of the story of Pitch, or Pitch can be a part of your story. Truth be told, I can't change people's lives, but I can help them and teach them how they can be in charge of changing it themselves. I always tell people that Jim Rohn was the person who changed my life, not because he was kind and generous, which he was, but he had a vehicle for me to ride in that change. I was sleeping in my car when I met him for the first time and asked him if I could attend his training. He said, yes, of course. He would be glad to have me, and that it would cost $1,200. That was $1,200 to a homeless person in 1977. I asked him if I could attend for free, and once I learned the skills to change my life, I would pay him back. He told me that if your story is that you can't afford to go into the training, you will leave my training with the same story. In my naivete, I went to 5 banks to ask for a loan to go to those classes. And of course, they all turned me down. But one bank officer asked me why I wanted to attend a class when I couldn't afford an apartment or a decent meal. I told her an apartment will last me month to month. A meal will last me only to the next one, but my life will last forever. I am here for the long run. She lent me the money personally, and my life and my story was changed forever. While the teachings were everything I expected and more, knowledge can never replace experience. If Pitch is your experience that can help write your story and those of others, then you are in the right place. And may I suggest, as I'm known to say, you have a date with destiny. Might as well make it a good one.
So we always forget that the people who change other people's lives do so because they had their own life changed, right? And no one better, right, Jeffrey, to articulate it than someone like him, you know. And I shared the story last night that one of the reasons I selected him is I got to work with him at Success Magazine. He was on the cover frequently, obviously. And when I went to the screening of his movie, My Guru, it was a very small crowd, only a few hundred people. And he was there, for asking questions and answers. And quite honestly, when you're somebody like him, you always go, how authentic is he, right? After 25 years, 4 million people, is this on automatic pilot? Or does he really have the same passion that he had in the beginning of his career? And so when somebody asked him the question was, when did you know that you can have an impact on people and that this was going to be your future? And he started to talk about that when he was in high school, that he was the typical troubled student coming from a broken home that was incorrigible and unbehaved. And there was this one teacher who said to him one day, in detention, of course, right? He goes, I want you to know, Tony, you're at that moment in your life where you can either throw your life away or you can make something out of it. And he said, you don't know the gift that you have, how people respond to you and how you can move people. And he said, and I could prove it to you. And Tony said, how? He said, join the debate team. You have such a gift in front of the room, and that'll be a way for you to express it and prove it to yourself. And of course, he went on and won every city championship, state championship, you name it. But he said that moment, for the first time in my life, when my mother didn't believe in me, my father didn't believe in me, I didn't believe in myself, there was one person who said that my life could be worth it, that changed his life. And it was that he wanted to pay forward to everyone else since. And he was crying hard when he was telling that story. And so for anyone that doubts someone's authenticity, when you come from that beginning and you can have that impact on people, it never gets old. It never gets tired. It never gets jaded. And it's really not about the money, no matter how much money that they make. And right, Jeffrey, it's like you and I have seen those people. We've seen the other Tony Robbins in the world. And it is their vice. It's a good one to want to change other people's lives. And in some ways, that's really the driving force here, right? Is that, we're not just selling a technology product, right? We're not just a widget, but we actually can move people forward with this technology. So I know it's not a product training, but it's a life moment, you know, training that thank you for letting me share it. Is there anything else that I could show you about the product today? Go ahead, Morgan.
General, about that you had shown us just now, from beginning to end, how long did that take you to do in your studio?
So I got to tell you, yesterday at about 3:00 in the afternoon, I had writer's block. And it's like I didn't know who I was going to use. Nothing was coming to me. You know, there was nothing organic. And I got a text from one of our members who said that Tony Robbins' son had reached out to him. And that was it. That's how I got the idea. That was at about 3:00 in the afternoon. By 4:00, the script was done, photo was picked, and by 5:00 it was done.
Wow.
So and usually that's the process every single week. It's kind of like if it doesn't come from something, right? You know, then you can't write it. You know. So whether that be Martin Luther King, whether that be Tom Cruise, whether it be it's you have to hear their voice. You have to feel they have something to say. You have to feel they have a connection to myself and all of you, or I can't write it. You know.
That was great. So that with Martin Luther, those are in the back office we can share now as well, or are you sending us those?
I create that through our technology platform. Nobody else's. That's the whole point of it. It's not about what we can create. It's about I want to show you what you can create. So yeah, no special effects, no different version that I have of the software that you guys don't have to create that. So, that's the good news, right?
That's great news.
All right. Well, listen, if we don't have anything else today, I'm gonna let you guys
Good.
go. Right? Today's Wednesday, so tomorrow is Thursday, which means we don't have a training tomorrow afternoon because I know somebody's going to show up and go, "Where are you guys?" Right? We have it tomorrow night, right? Instead, at 9:00. So there's sometimes I apologize. I was going to jump on at 4 in the afternoon just to say I know somebody's here. I'm trying to save you, and I haven't done that. But anyway, I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow night. We'll try to do something special for you. Okay. All righty. Thanks so much, everybody.
All right.
Okay. All righty. Bye.